All right, take the derivative of root x plus 6e to the x. All right, so a couple things are happening here. We've got power rule going on right there, and we've got e to the x. First things first, the derivative of e to the x is extremely difficult. It's e to the x. So I lied, it's not extremely difficult. It's actually the easiest thing on the planet. So I said this is power rule, right? And power rule is if you take x to the nth power, you drop down the n and you take 1 away from n, right? And you might look at that and say, that doesn't look like that. No, it doesn't. But if I rewrite the square root of x to make it look like x to the 1/2, then that does look like that. So the gross part is going to be the x to the 1/2. So taking the derivative of that has me dropping down the 1/2 in front of x and then subtracting 1 from 1/2. And that's going to involve a little bit of cleanup. If I were to take the derivative of 6e to the x, the coefficient doesn't change, and e to the x is still e to the x. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now this is just the guy that I have to do a little bit of work with. So you become 1/2 x to the negative 1/2 plus 6e to the x, right? Since that's x to the negative 1/2, let's drop that down to the denominator and make that x to the positive 1/2 plus 6e to the x, like so. And let's wrap this puppy up by turning x to the 1/2 back into its root. So 1 over 2 root x plus 6e to the x. And that's going to be our derivative. I was going to say that's going to be our guy and derivative, and it turned into that's going to be our gur. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.